Hello, welcome back to Sit and Chat. I'm Liam Whyte.
And I'm Allan.
Firstly, how you been, Jaba? You all good?
All good, aye, all good.
So, a couple of things that we should, be discussing about. I think the first one is, well, for those that don't know, don't watch football, there's a certain football player called Dele Alli who might have had a couple of, not incriminating, bad for his public image pictures go available online. A wee video, not the best for him, is it? Do you want to describe what was going on in the video, Jaba?
With absolute pleasure. Well, the video contains Dele Alli, pretty standard.
Please don't sue us, Dele.
Plays for Tottenham Hotspur. Google him, you'll see him. He's an English centre forward, and he was, put it this way, Liverpool playing Tottenham, right? Dele Alli claims to dive and receives punishment for diving other than the ref spotting it. Liverpool took it upon themselves, a Liverpool fan took it upon themselves, hack his iCloud and get one of his sex tapes, it was named as. In the video contains him doing some mad dance as he's receiving head.
Fully naked from
oral sex as it was labelled.
So with some lassie that cannot be seen on camera at any point.
It's led to believe as his missus, but other people have other...
Fuck, I didn't think about it. What if it isn't his missus?
It was way before.
Oh right, okay. Wait, how old's he in the video?
I think the video was back when he'd got his first start for for England or something like that.
Oh. Celebrated it well then.
Well, that's it. But it's quite funny. It's a shite video, but it's funny.
I mean, it's fucking terrible for him, isn't it? He's basically, it's not like ruined his career, but like, you don't want that fucking hanging about over your head online.
I don't know. Anybody starts on, you've seen my dick, it's massive. That's what you could say,
That's always the number one thing. Can we get fined or punished and that by Tottenham or the affair or anything?
I doubt it.
Do you think?
It's what happens in your personal life, isn't it?
I know, but you shouldn't really be dumb enough to record and keep it on your phone, should you?
But that's his choice.
Yeah, I suppose.
In a professional sense, he's no shared it, he's no sent it out.
That's what he's claiming anyway.
His iCloud's been hacked.
Yeah, I suppose.
You see the guy flick up, hit record on his screen and then play the video. That's no, I don't think he'll get fined. Yeah. I think it's too much evidence to prove that it wasn't him. It's not his fault. So I don't think he'll get fined, but I think it's hilarious. I really do.
How many though do you think actual celebrities have something of similar content on?
A lot of them. I think a lot of them. Definitely.
Do you reckon that what I want to know is, do you mind when Giggs had the whole injunction thing after he slept with his brother's wife and that after it got released? It's you couldn't say it was Giggs that did it, even though everyone clearly knew it was. I wonder if anyone's ever done it before to an extent where it's about to go live. I wonder how many times it's ever been this close to going live, but they've just gone, actually, no, we will hit you with some fucking massive lawsuit if that gets broadcast.
100%. It's crazy though. His lawyers were on it within 20 seconds of the video going up. That's pretty crazy. I
mean, yeah, mine would be as well if it went up. Also, how bothered would you be if you're in his position?
I wouldn't be.
Not at all?
No, not necessarily. But I'd be annoyed at the fact I was doing this wee gay dance as I was doing it, but in the sense, I'm getting paid. If it was a paid escort, it's going to be a bit embarrassing. But if that's...
Especially if your mate's recording you.
As well as if it's his missus, that's a wee bit awkward.
Aye.
But if it's just a random bird that he's picked up and she's giving him heed.
What I want to know is, I've got mates who I've known for up to 19 years, some of them, I've known my mates for a very long time. At no point would I ever be with a lassie and ask one of them, here lass, do you mind me filming getting head off, one of those lasses, just a cheeky wee video con, and then I'll just watch it back a few times for myself, It's a wee bit strange, you can't deny it.
It's a bit strange if you're right. Then again, we had a guy that used to work in the EE shop in Perth.
Oh no.
Right, and I went,
No.
I went and covered the store. Now I was training with him.
Right.
And he phoned me and was like, look, we're really short staffed, is there any way you could come up to Perth? And I says, right, cool. I was in training with him, we got on alright, we were good pals. I went up to Perth and it was just a normal day, going about my daily business. And then he comes up and he goes, oh, you want to see this, want to see this? And he shows me piping this bird. So he whips out his phone, shows me him piping the bird.
Is he like recording himself or someone else recording it?
Somebody else is recording it. She stands up and she can't move her legs and she falls. And then she screams, take me again. And then the video was thankfully put off by him because the customer was coming in, so...
Did you not enjoy watching it now?
No, not the slightest. I mean, no. Absolutely.
How well do you get this guy?
To the extent that we had about 5 training sessions together. And
Did you say you were close with him?
No.
If you had ever recorded a video like this, would you be showing him?
I wouldn't be showing anybody, never mind him. But people are
If
clearly...
we get 100,000 views, we'll release
if we get 1,000 likes on this, I'll release Liam's that is stored in that phone right now. Been there. So, it was a bit weird, but
No.
it's natural, isn't it? But no, not even.
No, it's like, honestly, how natural is it? Like, how...
I mean, it's a natural thing, but no.
It's a natural thing, it's a natural thing to get your mate to fucking record you going at it. Like, that is the ultimate third wheel, think about it. There's no higher end of third wheel that you can get.
To be fair, in that video he told me he took her as well. So they tag teamed her.
Right, okay.
So he got his fair shot.
Yeah, you know, he got his part, then he had to record as his bonus.
Eekies, you know, eekies. But, nah, it's a weird one. I don't think I'd ever seen myself do that. No, in fact, I know I'd never seen myself. I'd never do that. No.
You're just saying that's open areas and watching.
Absolutely never do that. That's aye. Never.
What would you actually, like, but what would you do if, like, do you not think it would be weird, like, in a situation, because I can't think of it ever being normal to get to a point where you're close enough to one of your mates, or anyone, where you can just say, here, you know, go and record this, would you?
No. Well, I say it's not even thinkable. It's just, you don't think of yourself, turning to your mate as you're doing that, and going, stick the camera on.
You don't have to give examples.
Unless you're a porn star. Yeah. And unless you want to make it in that business. But, aye.
Right then, well, we'll move on from Dele and his wonders. Another thing I want to talk is, did you see the boxing match that went up on YouTube?
I did.
So, I should mention, KSI and Jaba had a big fight in the, was it Copper Box?
Copper Box in London.
8,000 showed up, over 20 million views online. It was a pretty...
It was the second highest streamed video ever to reach YouTube.
Really?
Aye.
What's the first?
A guy jumping through the space.
Oh, that one,
the Red Bull guy. So that's
Yeah.
the first. The second is theirs. They broke the record for the most viewed boxing match in England ever.
That's mad.
So pretty crazy.
The thing was as well, and
The fight.
I don't like. Well, for a few things, one, I don't watch them like near enough I used to, but I have seen that they both trained hard, like from videos, and two, although I do watch boxing, I don't watch it nearly enough that some other people do. I only ever watch really the big fights when they come on.
Yeah.
I'm not like a massive fan. However, I could see, even as an amateur like myself watching it, they put on a good show. Like it wasn't piss poor. Think of it like amateur boxing. They've both had 5 months training.
No. For that respect, yes, but I think it was very, 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 very poor, and it was very one-sided. Like. Very one-sided.
Yeah, okay, but
so one-sided
when Joe threw punches, they fucking whacked him. But
no, but I mean in the first round, right, there was I think it was maybe 30 seconds in,
Yeah.
Joe got him up against the ropes, started punching into his lower body and then up, and the crowd went crazy. And then after that, it was just a shit show for him. Like, JJ just went through him. So I think, from amateur side, yes, but actual.
No, I'm not comparing them to professionals. I'm talking about amateur boxing, which is what it is.
Aye, I still feel that it was very one-sided. It was never a. The undercard fights were better.
Really?
Yeah.
For
actual fighting and boxing, yes. The actual atmosphere, no. Like
I don't think them. Like, fair enough. I only saw.
Like that GMX one was so one-sided that.
Yeah, that was boring though for me. That was very too one-sided.
And he's, you know, the Anison Gibbs one.
I didn't watch that one. That was
a good fight. He fought brilliantly. Max Plays never really gave him a good fight, but there was enough in the rounds that Max won the first round, and then Gibbo just knocked him out in the second.
Yeah.
The two brothers was just a fucking waste of time.
Liam
Twin and Jake Twin or whatever. It was just
I've never even fucking heard of it.
Aye, near to that. Just a waste of fucking time. Like, they shouldn't even been on.
Who won?
I don't know. That's how bad it was. I think it was Liam.
I mean, what can we say? Liam's are just the best.
I just think it was Jake.
Fuck off.
Jake, what his name is, I don't know. But no, the atmosphere at the end and everything like that was obviously the best. But the actual fighting, I think Anison Gibbs one was way better.
Oh, yeah.
That Anison Gibbs knocked out JJ when they were sparring. He bet JJ, and then JJ goes on and beats Weller. So,
I mean, was it better quality than you expected?
100%.
Yeah, would you expect to?
I was expecting to be like fucking
handbags thrown.
Aye, exactly. I thought it was going to be wee shitty punches. There was going to be no dodging. It was just going to be whoever hit the hardest was going to win.
No, I was at my flatmate Duncan, who you've heard before in the podcast. He came through and watched it, and he was impressed with the level. Like, he's got no interest in YouTube, but he was really impressed with like the level they were both able to go at from complete amateurs.
It was. They trained really well.
The question is though, because obviously that was a built-up event, built up for months and months. Are we going to see more of this? And two, where can they go from this? Because that's.
I don't think.
I mean, the biggest YouTube event probably before that I've seen is like the football matches. Yeah. So, like, what do you think then was like bigger or better?
No, I agree. I think it was the biggest one up until now. I think we've not seen the last of that though.
Yeah, you think there's going to be far more of it?
But I mean, you saw straight after the fight, he called out Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and
that's like a great to bang a title.
It's a phenomenal way to get views because Jake Paul in his recent video was saying it's labelled as KSI wants to fight me.
Yeah.
Well, how many views has it got? 14 million views. Do you know what I mean?
Which is close to what the same amount of views that you got for the boxing.
Exactly. So you look at that, 14 million views. Hop over when JJ's response, guaranteed at least 14, 15 million views. So it's just phenomenal publicity, and whether the fight does happen or no, don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you think it will?
Jake Paul and KSI, no chance. There's such a mismatch. Logan Paul is built like a fucking brick house.
Yeah, I would want to fight that guy.
Logan Paul is fucking huge.
He's like a fucking American football.
Aye, so if he fights JJ could struggle, but I don't think he will either. And for
do you think it's too much of a risk for them to go? Also,
I don't know, but
also it doesn't really help their publicity because they've got this. Well, at least they're trying to keep this clean, sort of like Disney friendly sort of image, which in America is what you want, but over here, you know. The two that went after don't give a shit about. Well, no, they care about their image, but like this won't do their image bad. This will further enhance.
Have you seen what they've done? They've responded by saying that their dad wants to fight him.
Yeah, that's a piss take. That wouldn't happen.
No, exactly. No. It's funny though. It's funny.
I mean, they're good at winding him up because I watched the video as well, and they're saying throughout the whole thing like, PSI, KFC, you know, no idea who he is, sort of thing.
And we'll pay you 50 grand and stuff, and it's like, just stop it.
Yeah,
he's got triple the money you've got probably. Like, the guy's got so much money, it's unbelievable. We'll pay you 50 grand, go for it. I'll take the 50 grand, no fight you.
I want to go back to the fight though a second, because I do remember it. One thing that I've really noticed, like, because I started watching YouTube like religiously probably 2011 sort of time, 2012. And also there's been massive changes. They've become more, how should we say, more media savvy. And the biggest change by far I've ever seen from someone of that sort of field is KSI, because obviously he used to say some really dodgy things for his videos. He had the whole rape face thing, and some of the videos he did were like super like unsuitable now. Like if he did them now, he'd be crucified. But then right at the end of the boxing match, of course, he's going on about mental health. Clearly, I do still like him, but it's clearly a massive PR stunt to try and make himself seem better.
Thing is, see what he said. Do you take pills to stay sane? I don't think that was a dig at his mental health. I really don't. I think in the heat of the moment he said, do you take pills to stay sane?
No, I think what happened for that was...
I don't know.
I think in the moment, because we're talking beforehand, before the actual fight, they had a press conference, and during it they were slagging each other off, as you do. And he, I think, forgot where he was for a second and forgot this was getting filmed. And he just said it. I don't think necessarily meant to really offend him as much as he did, but I think he deliberately said it, realised what the implications of it, and is trying to backtrack and save it now.
I like the idea that, the thing is, he doesn't feel bad about it. I don't think he's got anything against mental health. I don't think
he does either, but I think he was trying to wind him up about it.
Don't know, it's hard to say.
Yeah, we don't.
However, he totally backtracked and says, I agree with you, I like what you stand for. I don't like you, Joe, but I like what you stand for.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I think that was genuine, I think that bit was, but the bit afterwards when he was saying, like, we should devote all our time to mental health and whatever, I think that was bullshit. I think he was desperately trying to say, the thing is, like, he came in so forced and so...
Thing is, I don't think he really... Aye, but maybe. Did you watch Simon's vlog the day after?
Well, where he said he won him £10,000 or whatever.
No, I don't know. Besides that, but did you see, like, he went down the stairs and he was just like, JJ was just in the kitchen making food and going about his normal business, and then, like, it was just so natural the day after, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if that was a PR stunt, you wouldn't be in the house just making food. It would be with his team discussing how it went and where to go forward with it.
No, I don't think. I think after the fight it's just sort of like relaxing for a wee while, because you expect that from them. I mean, they've trained for 4 months, they can relax for a wee bit.
I don't think he's going to stop. I think he'll continue training.
Oh no, I think he will, and I think he'll get another fight. Whether if that'll go well for him or not, I'm not sure, but I can certainly see this as the path that he's going to take down now for a wee while at least. Do you think they'll get to a point where you might see a YouTuber box an actual professional?
A YouTuber turn into a professional boxer?
No, not necessarily turn into professional. I could see that happening, but could you see a YouTuber actually go up against a professional boxer? I'm not talking like your Anthony Joshua's or whatever, but someone that's actually professionally ranked against a YouTuber. Doesn't have to be Joe or KSI, anyone. Like, do you think it could happen in, say, the next 2 years? Do you think it could happen? Because think about it from both sides.
I don't know any that's looking at that path besides KSI.
No, but could you see it happening? No. I could for a charity sort of thing. I don't think it's maybe a full-on serious thing. I think maybe it's like a 2-round charity thing, because I think the YouTuber would get knocked out if it was more than 2 rounds.
Probably. Most definitely.
It doesn't matter what level of professional is. If they're getting battered by a YouTuber, they're basically never working again in boxing.
Well, I know. But JJ's been doing every path. Like, he's doing music, YouTube, movies.
Well, that's the thing, he has a finger, so to speak, in many different pies, but like, if I was him, I'd be worried right now, because, like, see, beforehand, he had a path of, right, okay, I'm going to do YouTube, probably lead on some sort of media thing, play gaming. He was very good at that, probably the best he's ever been, I think, at anything. Then he's dabbled on a wee bit, did some more in real life videos, still good at that, you know, another thing to sort of work on. Then he did music. Alright, I don't like most of his music, but I certainly see why some folk do, you know, that's another thing. Then he's doing boxing, you know, that's another thing. You know, it gets to the point where you can't be an expert at anything. He's going to have to, I think, at one point choose, do I keep going off the boxing, the music?
Not necessarily, because you can just keep going back and forward and back and forward.
But I think he's straining himself too much. I think he's giving himself too much to choose for.
Why? Because but the boxing thing, that can be postponed from now for another 6 months.
Well, that's good, but if he doesn't keep up the training religiously like he's been doing at the moment, then he's going to be fucked the next time he goes into the ring.
Not necessarily, because if you can train, know as much, right? And then, so say he trains, know as much as what he has been for the next 6 months, right? Say he makes 5 songs or a full album in that time, right? Just say he's got that album there. Say he's making the odd YouTube video back and forward, because everybody watches these videos when he uploads anyway, like, regardless of how often it is. He uploads a video coming back to YouTube, it got more views than half of YouTube's views. You know what I mean? It got so many views, so he can go away from YouTube for so long and come back and still get 10 million views and no bother, right? Goes, trains no arts hard for 6 months, makes a full album, just say, makes maybe 10 videos during that time. When he comes back to boxing after that 6 months, he's still trained, he still knows, he's got knowledge, knows, alright, I'm going to fight you in 6 weeks time, then he's got 6 weeks to train, for example, puts out his album, makes money there, still makes videos on the odd occasion, but trains so hard for boxing.
But I think his problem is that, like, online personalities is one of the most determined I've seen, especially from this boxing thing, and being the best at something.
And it sets his mind to.
Yeah, he wants to be the best at everything, right? Which is a great thing to have, right? However, it's not like most people where, like, your Tyson's what to, I'm going to be the best boxer, they've done that, that's fine. The thing is with him though, he wants to be the best at absolutely everything, which for me becomes a problem because it gets to a point where you can't be, and from then on, what is he going to have a very unfulfilled life then? Because he doesn't get to be the best.
I don't think he wants to be the best at it.
I think he does.
I think it's mentality. I think he wants to be the best against his opponent. So he wants to be the best against Joe.
No, okay, for that maybe, but I think he wants to be the best YouTuber, the best YouTube boxer, the best rapper.
I don't think it is, because if you run off his previous uploads, he very rarely uploads, so why would he want to be the best if...
Well, no, I think YouTube's now a side platform for him. I don't think that's his main thing. I think his main two things now are music and boxing. But if he does decide...
He's brought out one song in the past year.
Well, yeah, but I still think though his mentality is, and I've heard him speak before, like he wants to be the best. At what point though can you overachieve too much?
Different opinions.
Yes, well, I mean it's the point of the podcast, so...
But I suppose I
argue about it.
Mine's is right though, is all I say.
Okay then, right, what do you think then, because I can't think of anything personal that's coming up, what do you think will be the next big YouTube event that comes up? Like, give me like a ballpark of something that will happen. And we'll see who's most right with their predictions.
I mean, it's very difficult because anything could happen any given time.
Yeah,
I know you didn't watch it personally, but the Super Bowl was on. Probably nine times out of 10, somebody will flick it on and watch it, right? Yeah. People will stay up to hours in the morning to watch it, right? Yeah,
if they're fans.
Aye. Advertisements, Racecom was in an advertisement.
Yeah, so it was... who's the other, fuck, what's their names? The ones that do like the creative videos, the ones that like mindfuck you. I'll come back to me later.
Well, take Racecom for example, he was in an advertisement for the Super Bowl that's watched by hundreds of millions of people. And where does he go for that? Like, as in creating an event that somebody will watch?
I'm not okay. Maybe not an event's the right word. Okay, what do you think will maybe be like the next big YouTuber's like jump sort of thing?
So do you mean like as in something that's going to be streamed on it and we get maybe 20?
Maybe, or just even what do you think? Like there could be like there's always something like incredible that comes out of YouTube, like either every year or every couple of months or whatever.
I've no idea. Genuinely.
Yeah.
It'll be something like a group of. It's already been done. I don't know. It's too difficult to predict.
I think you'll see something though from the Americans next, opposed to the Brits, because
In what sense? Though?
in terms of like, well, if you think about, for me, the biggest events I've ever seen, I don't watch American YouTubers enough, so it's maybe not fair for me to comment, but your likes of your Wembley Cups, your charity matches, your boxing, all from the UK, I think you'll see something of a similar calibre, if not bigger, from the US, whether it be boxing, NFL, soccer, baseball, something like, well, probably not baseball, but you know, like something
Baseball
like
is
that.
more likely than soccer, are there?
Nah, apparently soccer's bigger now. Yeah. So yeah, I actually think, right, maybe not the moon, but you remember a few years ago, Virgin Atlantic set about like creating these spaceships that you could pay like 200 grand or whatever to go on trip.
Yeah.
I reckon there will be like, when you're mainstream YouTubers or a bunch of them that will like go up to like the Earth's orbit.
So you're still my ideas what you've done.
No, you said moon, I said Earth's orbit. Mine's more likely. Again, this is realist, optimist, the situation
I
that
think
we've always
somebody
had.
well, think about Jake Paul for example. He wants to push himself to stupid limits. Right? I think he'll want to go to the moon. And I think he'll want to vlog his whole experience.
Yeah, what a thumbnail that would be.
I went to the moon.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking play it, I just looking at ass clickbait, I'm not looking at that.
I'd definitely watch that.
If he did actually go to the moon, yes.
If it's no clickbait then yeah. But I think that's my prediction. Someone's going to want to go to the moon.
To be fair, that'd be fucking mad if that happened, because they haven't had someone on the moon since what, the 70s? Imagine if it was a YouTuber.
No, imagine fucking Jake Paul up there, you know what I mean? Just being a knob. Just being the usual knob self. I think that'd be funny.
Right, okay,
That's the title of this video, by the way, Jake Paul to the moon.
No, we've used them too much in titles, I can't use them again in a title.
Clickbait.
Unless it actually goes to the moon, then I will use that as a title.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. The thing that I wanted to talk about, because I did see Joe Will on the podcast talk about his experience of the fighting front. He said, this is an experience that's changed my life, and Jamie, I want to know, is there any experiences in your life that's changed your life entirely? No, nothing. That's a great segue, thanks for that.
No. I think...
Okay then, actually go on for you.
I think coming into the big world is the biggest experience I've had so far.
What do you mean, like leaving high school and then going straight to work?
Going into work, having like knowing the working life, learning stuff about a working life. That's the biggest change. I've never had anything like a fucking boxing match that's going to change my life.
No, I'm not saying like you've done something mad like that, but I'm just wondering in general, is there one experience you would say that's like impacted or changed your life massively?
Nah, working definitely would be the only one. I don't think there's anything else that I could possibly think of that I've done that has changed my life.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What? Have you got one?
Like, not that it's changed my life, however, something that by far, whenever I think like what's actually my biggest achievements, the one that always comes into my head is the West Highland Way. And I know hundreds of folk do it each year, but I think the difference is because it's like, what?
The what?
The West Highland Way. It's like a 125-mile walk, like from Fort William to Mulgai, I think it is. Yeah, me and Stu did it, fucking wrecked ourselves. But because like...
How many days did you do it?
It took us 5 to do it.
And where do you stay when you...
Camped. Yeah, I camped each time. The worst day though by far was the last, where we had to do 25 miles on the last day, because see, like all the way up to it beforehand, we always like set off like quite early, like sort of 9, and we always sort of said like we'll hope to be here at this time. We're always a couple of hours late, sort of thing. For some reason, on what was meant to be the second last day, we arrived at our destination like at 12 or something, when we predicted we'd get there about 4. We don't know how we did it, but we thought. And you should have seen this town. This town had a population of about 200. It had a pub and a post office, and we couldn't even drink yet. so we thought, right, you know, we've got until tomorrow where we could stay here, get up and go to our. We looked out and there's fucking nothing here. I can't stay here. It's going to be the worst. Yeah. So like, fuck it, let's just keep going. I got my grandpa because we didn't have a route. We didn't know the route beyond this point. So we got him to sort of like teach us about, you know, where to go. The problem was though that they were doing, you know, the new massive pylons are getting put all around Scotland. Mm-hmm. They were building those on the actual path that we're meant to go down, and there wasn't actually a signposted route from then on. So we had to sort of go over this like, not a hill, well, kind of hill, half hill, and like through the woods. By this point my feet were bleeding from excruciating pain, and it was absolutely horrendous. So like, I really learned a lot about like pushing yourself to the limits, especially during accidents. But for me, because we raced, like, see, before we started this, the reason we did it was because we wanted to do it with my mates, and like, because we were in 4th year. We thought, right, we wanted a summer adventure. We thought, right, why don't we do that? It'll be good, like, getaway for us, because obviously we're too young yet to go on holiday or anything with them.
Yeah.
We thought, fuck it, why don't we try and raise it for charity while we're at it? What's our goal to go for? And we were like, £300, how about that? You know, it's 125 miles, let's try and raise £300. Because there's originally 4 of us doing that, but also dropped down to us moon strewn. And then we raised 1,200 by the end, so that's probably my biggest achievement when I try and think about something like that. Has it changed? No, I don't say it's like changed me, but it's like, it like makes you appreciate like how much you can actually put your like body through when you're in a lot of pain, and like how much you're willing to go through for another cause.
Yeah. Superb. I never knew that was the thing though.
No, that's good. I mean,
I know people done it, but I never knew that.
If we get straight on, we'll get him to talk about it as well, because there's a few good stories from it. If there's one thing in your life you could change, you have to change something, what would it be?
I would be so talented at something that I would be rich as fuck.
That's a good one to do, to be fair. Think about it, if you and me were like at the level of Messi or something at football, then
100% aye.
We'd be set for life in 1 year.
Aye. So I would quite happily be a talented football player. Give me 10k a year. 10k a year. 10k a week.
I'd take 10k a year.
Aye, no, I wouldn't. No, that's what the rest of the consider. I'll take 10k a week. Leave me be. I'll do my thing, you know. I'll play for Rangers. Give me 10k a week.
Fuck, could you even imagine me 10k a week?
Oh no, I definitely could. I'd get a good shot spending fuck it as well. I'd probably buy strippers and that. But no use them.
You'd be constantly one of those bastards on like the front page of the Sun.
I would buy strippers and no use them.
Jamie takes coke and has strippers.
Yeah, I would do that. What I would do is I would buy a stripper, put it in the room with Duncan, and tell him not to do anything with him. So he feels video it and make him feel awkward as fuck. I would do that definitely.
And then would you record it?
Aye, 100% aye. That's what I'm saying, I would record it. I've heard doing absolutely nothing with him. And him trying to fire in it and just not working. Oh aye, 100%. And that'd be getting posted everywhere.
I would so watch that video.
I know. Him with his wee tiny tadgers just like, no what to do. Oh yes. That would be what I would do. That's the one thing I would change.
The one thing you change.
100%. 100%.
To be fair, I agree with you. Imagine like, I mean, I've talked about it before about footballers then, but like, okay, like, even up here, sort of like 10k is probably that, and maybe even less, maybe a wee bit under 10k, sort of the average in Scotland.
They're probably top 2 to 5k is average. If you're if you're in Rangers, Celtic, you're probably about 10k or above.
Imagine that, like, don't get me wrong, like that sort of money doesn't make you a million. Well, it will make you a millionaire eventually, but like short term it wouldn't. But like, could you even imagine, like, you know, you could get the best house in the area, you know, you could drive a reasonably expensive car everywhere, you know, your life's basically set. You'd be able to like take your family on holiday, you'd be able to pay for folk that have troubles, you know, it'd be perfect.
Oh, it'd be a great lifestyle.
Apart from the whole media thing.
Nah,
and also the fact your body's wrecked by about 35.
If you play, I don't know, it depends who you can watch it. But if you play for Rangers,
most people's body, like most of the professionals' bodies are wrecked.
You're not going to be. It makes them coked at the reading shit all the time. Like a lot of professionals take a lot of drugs. Yeah. If you actually do train and eat with good nutrition and stuff, like your body can last ages. Take it for Davy Weir, he was never like.
No, he was 42 or something.
46 before he retired. And you think about that, like that's a ball head away for 50 before you retire for a high level of football.
That's Scotland.
No, but
semi-pro.
It was high level back then.
Higher, not high, higher.
Aye. But, and you know, so if you, I think you wouldn't be in the media much either. If you play for a small team like Rangers or Celtic or Aberdeen, especially Aberdeen, then you're not talking about being in the media a lot unless you're doing some stupid shit like snorting coke in the middle of the street or something like that, you know. You're not going to be in the papers.
That's definitely what I'd be doing. just fuck it.
Fucking coke on the street and that.
Aye, fuck it.
Unless you're doing that, I don't think you'd be in the media. Maybe if you're down south playing for like Tottenham or Man U or Liverpool or something like that.
You would be.
You would be in the media all the time if you were doing stupid shit. Aye. You think about.
Even if you're doing anything, you're like.
No, but the thing is, like, for example, you take Barry Ferguson, like, and Paul Gascoigne, when they were in the bar and they punched folk, media, of course, why would media not be like that?
Right.
But they went to the bar, it would never have been on the media that they went to the pub, unless...
You say that, I would actually be on the like news down south because it's like such a big thing if like football's not following a straight dire professional lifestyle.
Maybe down south, but not up here.
Yeah, not up here, like all football's are taking exactly. Pints beforehand.
That's it. Remember the guy that used to play for Falkirk? Used to smoke 20 fags before the game, 20 fags at half.
How the fuck can you smoke 20 fags in 15 minutes?
20 fags before the game, half.
Seriously?
And at the full time. It was the guy with the goggles, and he was a black boy, long hair.
How can you, like, how was he even allowed to? Imagine me in the changing room with that fucking thing going on.
I don't know, I genuinely don't know, but I know...
They have the full 20 in his mouth at the once, just like that.
It was a fact though, because he came out and said it. I can't remember his name.
The thing is, you get sacked from some football clubs now if you get caught smoking.
Well, I mean, this is Falkirk back in the day, like I'm talking...
Professional level.
When they were a fucking, you know, when half of the players still had plumbing degrees and that.
I'm sure Graham would agree of the high quality.
And they're still fucking farmers anyway, you know. but what was his name, man? That's going to really fuck with me. Somehow Hasselbank's coming into my fucking...
Wait, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank? Yeah, so there's such a big difference between down south and up here, isn't there? And like, not just quality, but like what's sort of expected of you, I think, especially because down there everyone's like treated like a star. And to be fair, you sort of get that up here, but nowhere like near as much down south, and you can sort of get away with more up here, I think, you can down south.
Definitely.
Why do you think that is? Is it just because they're paid more and they're more advertising?
It's renowned for being the best league in the world. If they want to keep that reputation, you can't have your players like, you know, having sex tapes, Dele Alli, or your players smoking 40 fags a day, 60 fags a day. You know what I mean? It's just.
How much would that cost? That must be fucking mental when you think.
Around money at Falkirk, you're probably talking maybe like
your wage.
You're probably talking about like £600 a week or something like that. He's probably on. Which is still a lot of money.
Yeah, but like, you know, compared to most money,
it's crazy.
Right, so before we move on to the news, unfortunately Jaba has an important business meeting after this, so we're going to have to keep it short this week.
Short and sweet.
Mm.
This man's got
All we'll
business.
just say is that Jamie's going to be able to afford to pay for our studio with the money that he's going to make off this.
Debatable.
And you, Jamie.
Debatable. One's a businessman, that you know.
Yeah, aye.
Debatable.
Yeah, so before we do that, one more question though. So, like, I wouldn't give names away, but basically, I know someone that I was chatting to 4 days ago, I think.
Yeah.
And basically, they were saying to me how much, like, this guy and that's pissed them off and how much they've, like, really hurt them. And I was sort of, like, asking more and more details. It turns out, like, it was never, like, from my personal side, like, hearing swear, I never seen it, like, too serious. But it happened 6 years ago and they still refuse to speak, like, to this day.
What happened?
Like, basically, they had a falling out over, what was it again? It was something relatively minor. I think like we were I think like they got miscommunicated and someone said something about the other person. But they haven't had this for 6 years of this and used to be best mates.
Right.
I don't know, like, personally for me, I've never really held like many if at all grudges of like, have you ever / do you still?
No. Put it this way, if I don't like somebody, I'll tell them I don't like them.
Yeah, I'd be straight with them. I think they've been straight with them as well, but like, yeah,
But
they used to be best mates and don't
I don't hold a grudge against somebody. Like, if somebody I don't like comes into my bubble, shall we say, if they're in where I am, I'll acknowledge them, say how you doing. Doesn't matter if I don't like them. I've never had the opportunity to hold a grudge against somebody I don't like. You know me, I get on with everybody until you're a wanker. There's a few boys for EE that's came and covered their show, like if we were short staffed.
Yeah.
I just think that the big man, I'm just like, no, I can't do it, I'm the big man here. You know what I mean? Some people coming in trying to be the joker and that, and then going, well, I said, you done that? I'm done there more than, you know what I mean? Like that shape pattern, it's just like, yeah, go back to your own shop. You know what I mean? I don't need your cover, like fuck right off. So if somebody comes in and tries to act the big man,
yeah,
leave.
Have you ever sent someone away from getting cheeky with you?
Oh, 100%. No employees, because employees know their boundaries.
No,
but customers, 100%.
Aye.
Oh, fuck aye.
What about, other than just the e-shop, have you ever sent someone away, like, in real life, have you ever, like, just been so fucking pissed off with someone just told to fuck off and they've just left and you just won't speak to them again?
No. Customers, aye. I've never done it. No told customers to fuck off because I wouldn't be sat here with a job, but I've told customers, like, let me do what I'm doing and stop, like, nipping at me. You know, if you're trying to fix a problem with them and they're just not listening to you and they're just not taking anything in, they're not letting you do what you need to do, you say, look, this is what I can do, give me time, and if you don't want my help, you need to leave. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I've never told somebody in personal life to like fuck off or anything like that, and it's happened. I've never been that pissed off at somebody. To be honest, I've been pissed off really bad once in my life, and the person regretted that more than anything. To be honest, that was when I was still at school and stuff. And Jack will tell you about that if you ever speak to him anytime soon. What happened there? Never happened again, put it that way. I don't know, I'm just not the sort of person that anybody messes with, to be honest with you. Not in that big heated way, but people just...
I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean they have to mess with you.
No,
just
but
like, in general, you get folk in your life that you just can't be bothered with, but... Like, personally for me, I just find that strange because I've never held a grudge for, like... Actually, no, that's wrong. Actually, I take that back. There's one person that I just can't fucking stand no matter what, and I wouldn't, like, fucking accept, like, any shit from them. I don't see them but the thing is, I haven't seen them in, like, 7 years or something, so I don't really care.
Right. Fair enough.
not talk to them in person for like 7 years, but the person's a fuckwit, and all my friends will back them up on that. So,
but you don't hold a grudge against them.
I don't hold a grudge against them. I hate the cunt. It's like, I don't know if you ever had it, but like some people like deliberately try and wind you up for no reason. Like,
I've had them before, but they've quickly realised what's going on and they stop it.
well, there used to be this boy that lived on my street, and there used to be, like he knew my mum and dad had split up. So like every time I used to see him, he'd always like cause he was mates with my mate's like brother. So of course I'd see him.
You just touch too hard, sort of thing.
Well, it's not like you keep going on about it, you know, and I was about, I don't know, it's probably lasted from about 7 to 11 or something like that. You know, it gets to the point where, you know, you're going to end up scalping him if it keeps going on.
See, the thing is, people can take that so differently though. I've got 2 mates that I know, that's mum, but I know 3, that's mum and dad have split up, right? And like, they'll make jokes about it all the time. Like, there's this one boy he's not seen his dad in like years. He knows him,
yeah,
and if he wants anything, they'll just ask him and his dad will give him it. That relationship, but it's like they don't go out or they don't speak to each other on a regular basis. And you know, you'll be sitting and something will come up and they'll go, say you're playing a pass game on pro clubs, right? He'll go, fuck's sake man, I could find my dad quicker than you could find me going through. Right. I mean, he'll spit a joke about something like that.
No, I've got no problem with it either. Like, the thing is, like, see if you were to say, oh, like, hi, like, your mum and dad divorced or whatever, I would find it funny, but I could see, like, why you're trying to make the joke of that. The problem was, this cunt was unreal.
I don't no, see, I'm the complete opposite of you. I get the fact you wouldn't find it funny, because I wouldn't either, I wouldn't say that, but if somebody was to say that I would find it funny, the thing is, you say that you can see why you're doing it. I couldn't see it why anybody would say, like, haha, your mum and dad's divorced. I just don't get why anybody would say that.
It's to get an edge, like, it's to get a psychological edge, like, at the end of the day, like I can deal with, like, cause I've had folk, like, joke to me in the past, like, and I can just jokingly, like, say stuff like that, like, I don't care when it's actually a joke, but see when it's unrelentless shite, like, just saying, like, oh, you're the reason your mum and dad got divorced, you don't speak to your dad, you don't see your dad, like, your dad doesn't love you, like, that's when, like, see that unrelenting shit, that's when it gets you pissed off.
I get that. But I get that, I would understand that.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, I've got no problem with the boy, he's just a cunt.
Yeah. Standard.
Yeah. And yeah, it did feel good to scalp him right in the face.
Yeah.
Like you were saying about regretting it, I'm sure he fucking regretted it.
Oh, aye.
So yeah, shall we move on to the news then before you need to take off?
We'll go for it. We'll go for it.
So, Love Island, everyone remembers that wonderful TV show. You get sad already. Basically, there was one of the female stars on it. I
like looking at the bitch, I'm not gonna lie, but
I have to genuinely confess I've never seen a second of it.
Oh, okay. Right, well, I've never.
I know what the concept of it is.
I've never seen it. I've never watched an episode, but I've seen parts of it.
Right, okay.
I was mainly looking at the lassies. That was mainly the reason.
Eye candy, basically. Right. Well, one Olivia Atwood. Do you remember her?
Aye, I do. Aye.
She's basically doing some complaining because she's found out that many of the male co-stars on the show were getting paid a lot more than
she was.
And she's basically had a big stink up to ITV saying, you know, look, how's it fair that the guys get paid so much more than I do? And the reason they sort of gave for it was that like they were sort of saying, you know, look, it's sort of like I'm a celebrity, they're sort of paying on like sort of the level of person that's going on the show, so if someone's more famous then they're going to pay them more, sort of thing. Right. That was their excuse to it. However, she doesn't think that's fair and it's a wee bit sexist.
Debatable.
What do you think they should all be given a standard wage when they go onto that show? Say like, I don't know, you get paid 20 grand or whatever, like all round for every single person.
I think if anybody goes into that TV show and gets paid 20 grand, they deserve to be shot. sitting about a beach all day and getting 20 grand. Fucking sick.
I don't know how much they make in real
No.
life, but say if that was the wage.
Put it this way, I do agree with them in a sense. Like, if I was starting up my... Think it this way as a business, right?
Yeah.
If you're starting up your own fucking coffee shop in the middle of the fucking Glasgow centre, right?
Right.
And you're wanting 2 people to advertise for you. You're wanting Kim Kardashian, right? And you're wanting fucking Drake, right? Drake's got 60 million followers who are he's gonna publicly put out, go to this coffee shop. Or you've got Kim Kardashian that says she's got 25 million, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Drake more money because he's gonna do more publicity, right?
Okay.
Than what I would Kim K. And if it was all the way about,
You'd pay Kim K more.
I would pay her more, 100%.
Okay.
I think it's the way it's being portrayed is very unfair in the sense that it's all the males that are somehow getting more than what she is.
Well, the thing was, reading the article, I couldn't see like a comment or like a rebuttal from any of the other females on the show saying they were getting paid
The
less.
thing is, they're probably getting paid equal to what the guys are, if no more, because...
I mean, there'll be the thing, like, so she's probably not even the worst paid one. Like, I've never seen it, so I don't know, like, who had the most involvement, who had little involvement or whatever, but the likelihood is there's probably someone getting paid a lot less than she was.
Aye, and the likelihood is there's probably, like, a girl that's getting paid twice as much as she is.
Yeah.
Maybe twice as much as what a guy is. You don't know.
Right. But it did make me a wee bit surprised because at the end of the day, I do know that she was basically eye candy.
Aye.
And I would have thought for that reason, women. So, like, where do you think, like, I don't know. I think personally they should just make it a set price from everyone from day go. That's how you stop all this sort of shit from happening. At the end of the day as well,
If
was
you
there
look at
anyone,
that
was there
business,
anyone
like,
that famous, or, like, would you say categorically there was someone on the show just as famous as, like...
I don't know, because I never watched it to
Oh,
that
okay.
extent enough. But if you think about it in ITV, a business point of view, you would do what I says. Kim K, Drake, you're going to do it the way I done it. If you give them both 50k, 50k, why would you give somebody who's going to get you 25 million people going at 50k or 60 million people at 50k?
I suppose. It just really depends what they demand, to be honest, I suppose. Well, like, I know they'll get a set price, but sure there's some leeway in the contract they can sort of go.
It's the same way in it though, like,
Yeah.
everybody's got a different price.
I mean, that's the thing, like, most of these things are usually kept behind closed doors, but I'm a celebrity each year, they always say who makes, like, the most, and you'll always see someone on it that makes, like, about 30k, and then you always see someone at the top that makes, like, a couple of 100k from it.
Aye.
Which is mad.
It's down to publicity though, it really is. But they see it in a business point of view.
Mm.
If they've got fucking they've got Ronaldo in it, they're going to pay him the most because he's got the most going for him.
Yeah.
Then rather than fucking putting somebody like that fucking MP that went on it, do you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? Who's going to watch fucking Theresa May on it when
Yeah.
you could watch Ronaldo on it? That's the way to look at it. But I don't know, depends what you like. But
Yeah.
in general, if it was me in a business point of view, I'd easily be getting the most money to the who's going to like publicise it the best. Definitely.
Fair enough. Alright, a classic story for this is the sort of stories that I look for, Jamie. These are the ones that
Right.
take up Liam and Jaba do the news to the highest level.
Okay.
A toy tiger in Aberdeen called out armed police.
I'm going to repeat the title one more time.
The actual title is Toy Tiger Sparks Armed Police in Alert in Aberdeenshire. Basically,
Wait. One more thing. Just one more thing.
Toy Tiger Sparks Armed Police in Alert in Aberdeenshire.
Carry on with the story.
You can't say that I don't look for the best stories of the week.
I think the best stories come from your area. Fucking Aberdeenshire.
Basically, armed police were called to a farm after reports were suggesting, more than one report should I had, that there was a tiger on the loose, only to discover that a little girl left her large cuddly toy in the middle of a field.
And you wonder why fields. Why was she in the field?
I don't know.
I'll tell you why.
Don't fucking do this, it's a wee girl.
Her dad was doing his business. She's left the tiger there. They've walked out, foot the tiger. I am appalled at that story. The fact that it's made the news.
Don't deny that I don't find the next story.
I think that it is beyond stupid.
It was more than one person.
I'm sorry, but like,
tiger.
if you are in a side area, you're driving, right?
Aye.
You pull up, say you're going to make a phone call to the AA because the car's fucking making a weird noise, right? You're sat here, you look here, and you see a fucking tiger. First thing I'm doing is I'm peeping the horn. Tell you for why. Peep the horn, he's going to look.
But, yeah, but most people don't want to get the attention of a fucking tiger.
No. You want to get the attention of this tiger.
I do.
I'll tell you for why. Windows up, locked, car locked. Tell you for why. That tiger looks, gets angry, comes to you, starts wrecking your car. Oh mate, the news that you're going to get for that. You're videoing this tiger ripping fuck at your car, right? As he's smashing fuck at the windows, you're turning the exhaust on, you're driving away just before he takes fuck at your car, right? That video that you've just taken right there, my friend, is media central. That's making you money. That's paying for a new car, right? 100%. I'm stopping. Peep the horn. If that thing looks at me, I know it's real. If it doesn't look at me, I'm thinking,
Well, most people don't have the same business acumen that you have, Jaba. I mean,
aye, you're very true. Right,
I'm honest with yourself.
I take the business thing out of it, right?
Right.
Peep the horn. I'm going, shit, that thing's real. Rum, brum, away I go. I'll tell you for why. Pulling it next lay-by. There's a tiger on the loose here. Did you see it moving? Yes. That's what they're going to ask. Did you see it moving? They're not going to go, right. You've seen a tiger on the loose. Right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, right, this is in a field. The first thing I would be doing as an operator for the police, I'd be like, right, you've seen a tiger. Yeah, listen to this one, I've got a fucking junkie in the phone here. Where did you see this tiger? I'm taking the exact location, I'm looking at where the zoo and the safari park are, and I'm seeing the radius of where this tiger is.
How far away the tiger is.
And if I'm saying it's more than 10 miles, they're talking shite. And if that's
what if it's an importer, take it smuggling them in from the country?
Absolutely not. Why would you go to Aberdeen? You would go to somewhere like...
Ports.
No, but you wouldn't go there. You would go to somewhere like Grangemouth and get off the boat there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You try to tell me no one goes to Grangemouth.
You go to Grangemouth, get off the port there, nobody checks. I know you go.
Are you trying to say another bathroom about 5? Because if so, that's correct.
Exactly. So, this tiger at the back of here is absolutely ridiculous. One for the fucking Aberdeenshire police, and the fact he even entertained some smackheads phoning up and telling them they've seen a tiger.
It was more than one person.
Exactly. A group of smackheads. Like, that is ridiculous. Tell me my logic doesn't dictate that is what you would do.
Okay, yeah, I do see what you're saying about.
Fucking ridiculous. Did you show you a picture of this tiger?
I'm looking for the picture of the
I swear to God, I guarantee this tiger is not even the length of this table. It's probably like a small cuddly teddy.
That is.
You know what I mean? It just
I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but
it just doesn't even look real. Show me that again. Show me that again. Mate, I'm not being funny, but you know what I think? I think that's phenomenally laid out. The fact the tiger is lying perfectly like a tiger would,
yeah,
makes me think that was staged, mate. That was
no, that's how the design will come. I've seen things like that and like I've seen
That's
there's someone TK Maxx exactly sitting like that right now.
Somebody's tried to get the news with that, man.
Nothing fucking happened.
They have. Nah, that's debatable. But
it's left in the centre of a road, so I wasn't even in the field.
That's just embarrassing. Like, it really is. The fact some operator has took that call It's just fucking ridiculous. You should lose your job for that.
Well, the police said that they were doing their best to make sure that the tiger was not real and couldn't be a harm to anyone. That's why they went out and stopped it.
Who phones the police? Phone the RSPCA.
No, to be fair, the first thing I probably would say is the police. Like, if I was like dumb enough to do it in the first place, I'd probably phone the police. Like, think about it. What number do you know first, the RSPCA or 999?
You don't phone 998. It's not a fucking emergency.
Well, they can fucking give you the number of RSPCA, surely.
Google it, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You've got a fucking phone. With internet, you're going to phone the police. No, pish.
I like it as well how it was armed police as well. Shit, the tiger.
Right, we're trying to solve this matter and make sure the tiger comes out unharmed, but we're taking guns.
Just in case, yeah.
Just in case. I'm sorry. You phone the RSPCA, you come up with a sniper, ba-bang with the fucking
Dart.
The dart. Put that shit to sleep, walk up, go, it's the Teddy boys.
And then it actually comes alive.
Lift it up. Right, who's taking that to TK Maxx? You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I think some people need to think. Just think. Just fucking stupid. What a story.
I mean, it does show the true best side from Aberdeen.
Aye, bunch of sheep shaggers, unbelievable. Unbelievable. They were out on farms and that. Isn't it, like, how funny is that though? You look at that, the story comes, Aberdeen farm. Just goes so well with the stereotype.
Well, no, it doesn't say shag the tiger, so.
Yeah, no, you're right in what you're saying. It does say a farm. And quite frankly, Aberdeen and farms go well.
Racism there, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
Debatable at best, but aye.
Right, prem fixtures. I've finally found pens and I've been able to count up the results. It took me 1 hour and a quarter, so better fucking appreciate it. Currently on, I think I'm on 93 points or something. No, wait, 83 points, and you're currently on 81, I think, so close. There was an embarrassing one where I didn't look, I think it was like the 15th or 16th podcast. I didn't realise me and Jamie between us got 2 correct in one episode, which maybe not the best to advertise. Right, so this week, Tottenham v Arsenal.
Tottenham.
I'm going to draw. Everton Palace. Everton. Stoke v Brighton.
Draw.
Stoke. Swansea v Burnley. Draw. Wait, why did I put that? I have no idea why I put that. Oh well. West Ham v Watford. Watford.
Fucking, I can't believe I thought about
that. Man City v Leicester.
Man City.
Man City. Huddersfield v Bournemouth.
Huddersfield.
Bournemouth. Newcastle Man United. Man U. Southampton v Liverpool. Basically the academy versus the first team. Liverpool. Right then, well, it's been good. We'll be back next week with a guest, but until then, I've been Liam Whyte.
I've been Jamie Allan.
We'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
Fucking Washington.
No.